Hey guys, we're here at SoCal Comic-Con in Oceanside, California. This is our first time down at the show. We've heard a lot of great things about being a really comic-centric show, so we're hoping to fill some holes in the collection and check out some comic bins and see what else has going on. Let's go take a look inside. Wrapping up here at SoCal Comic-Con with our usual Under the Con to kind of go under the hood of the show and talk a little bit about some of the things we picked up and just an overall flow of the show. So first off, it's definitely a show that is very much comic-centric. Not that that should be a surprise when it's called a Comic-Con, but as you know, if you've followed along with all our conventions we go to, a lot of them aren't really that comic-focused. And this is definitely, I'd say in particular, it's focused on a lot of bin diving, a lot of nice wall books, some really great prices we found on all sorts of ages of comics and stuff. So really great in terms of the comic collectability side of things. So definitely a show to check out if you're looking for bargains in the comic area. So we picked up a few books for some great prices. All of them for under $10 after the dealers took a few dollars off the books, but just filled a lot of nice holes in the collection. I'd say that's my number one recommendation for the show is if you're somebody that collects comics and you have holes in your collection, as any comic collector does, it's a great place for it. I mean, there's 10-cent comics, quarter comics, 50-cent comics, dollar comics, $5, you know, obviously wall books all the way up to thousands of dollars for an Avengers #1 or things like that. There are not many shows on our circuit throughout the year of all these cons we're hitting that have the amount of deals and the amount of bins that this one did. So that was really surprising for a one-day show in a smaller area. As you saw from the footage inside, it's not the biggest show in the world, but don't be fooled about the amount of comic variety there. There's tons and tons of comics there. Also some good deals on toys and things like that. We found some Series 5 minifigs for $3, so that was a good price there. A bunch of $2 and $3 figures, and so picked up an old Desire figure from Sandman that we've looked at before but never purchased because it's usually $10, $15 in most places, and even picked up a brand new Marvel Universe. This, to put in perspective, especially if you're not a toy collector though, this is a newer figure, but it's a variant. The cheapest I've seen them anywhere is $25 in all the cons we've been to, all our time at Frankenstein, all these places, and it was $15 here. And so that wasn't the rarity either, that was more the norm. A lot of great prices, definitely a place that I could go crazy and spend a lot lot of money, so we had to get out of there before we bought too much stuff, but really highly recommend for that. So it's a once a year show. It is in Oceanside. It's a beautiful little area. You can't really see it from where we're filming now, but there's a nice little area there with a bunch of nice restaurants and fast food places, all walking distance, so it's kind of got that nice vibe to it. It's $7 for entry, $6 if you have one of the flyers, which you can pick up from a number of other conventions if you hit any of those and bring it. So really nice show, a good distribution, as I said, of comic guys there selling, and so pretty much any book you're looking for, I'd say in the last 60 years or so, it's somewhere in there. So really liked it for that. So we will definitely be back next year. We traveled about a little over an hour to get here and definitely thought it was worth it. It was a fun Sunday afternoon. And a really cool little show. That being said, if you're somebody that's only into the pop culture scene, if you follow us more for the celebrity types, the Hollywood autographs, things like that, this is not your show for that. This is a great comic con, a true comic convention with some nice creators in there, and definitely a huge emphasis on picking up comic books. So dealers there from all the way up from San Jose, Bakersfield, places like that, come down to Arizona, so on and so forth. So definitely great for that. So if you're a comic collector like I am, definitely put it on your calendar for next year. So until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.